check, test 1 2, test 1 2. Mic check, test 1 2. Mic check, test 1 2.
Testing.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I'd like to ask all of you to please rise. Good morning. Yat should the Nashik Akon Han nice of Kragi. I'll say Quadoing Hitch a day on Zinto Lecture. She a Franklin Elliott in Shieto and Lynch old Tassa Anigi Aja Shal Trat or Tranashnish. A Chinabal Trita Legi Aja Shata Altka. Ada Tor Hiet Lini Ancient. My desh Gijni Bashashin, Trachini Dashacheda, but Aneta Shanale. A yisige like a great in a shadow ade shimado, but Haje Belket hashed. Codo a yanik our graft or lately question and I tragibin yes no question or agibin yen hania. A co here a mother jen or sneto, coy is nani than no sending it action or action that no sen co kidney so craggy, cause are not so a here, coin his one of sonic. So, first of all, I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Franklin Elliott. I'm one of the professors for early childhood at Chile Instructional Site, coming all the way from Lucachuca, Arizona. Good to be back. Good to be back, Board of Regents. Thank you for bringing me back. Graduates, congratulations. So I'll be serving as your master of ceremony this morning, so please remain standing as I introduce the Miss Wynomi Cook, who will be rendering the national anthem for us.
Yashodanoli Hayol kalbeyede Badawini goete Danat aihegoni yelnelini No dos do besontes hos Naba yet chaya bit ahwani go dainel Nichit in the tande bahnelini Ahon ago benenida Bahadzita halonde Eye be down see how sin Onecha das el tosende Toshi e son bilsen il go danat ahol ado Nihye keyabik eyegi Kad hojo
Please remain standing. Thank you for the song, to honor our veterans, to honor our people, service people, us as American citizens. Now I would like to ask Miss Cajun Cleveland, Miss Navajo Technical University, to provide us the invocation.
Kudai hojondo le shamana hastan yadikashika hayol ka nohodeg is nohotso chal hail sisna jenil to doko asli dependenza zilna odilhi ol shiche hasjel tie shiche hasjel one yolka istan shama astan al grehe shama nadal gaishki nadal tuit aid yode atas aid Nick is altas tro atlashchin, trobiage, tadadinashki, and altani at aid, sa nagai big hojon. Shagan has angi, bakehin singo, addition. Shagan hotes yelgo, shilya hot a con ina bahojo, do bohonelque. Shamado shaja shasik echo, shilyat Sariat he distanko, shije bilhojo. Shinsik cansto shits isiat ayosin. Shagan has hotezielgo, otka beneshkle. Shagan hotezielgo, ta altsone beneshkle, ta altsone yat ban baakehin singo, addition. Hojona haskli, hojona haskli, hojona haskli, hojona haskli.
At this point, I would like to ask all of us to have a moment of silence for all the people that have endured hardship and that we've lost over the years. So at this time, I will just have a moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you for being here with us. Graduates, looking awesome, looking good. Thank you. Good to be back. I'm just like thrilled to be back. I'm usually not this serious. I'm usually the one that's always joking and laughing and everything, but somehow I just kind of got that serious mode today. So at this time, I'd like to introduce an individual that I've got to know, and also as not only as our president, but also as my brother. Achidil Chin, my deshkijni gibego shinai, but the schnedel sat salishit no hot aik achidi nido hot aikil nednish. Adokwe ultrasa anigi hashin so go in haya na gato ho in yet hata gato benhat ho big ho yikha nasa yikrage biniyekwe hot ailasit ligin da iltrach huil jishiki. So at this time, I'd just like to introduce our university president, also my brother by clan, Dr. Elmer Guy, to give us the welcome address.
Thank you. Yeah, it's Tille, and welcome back. I don't know why you leave. You belong here. So I'm glad you're back, brother. Njone. Yate strasi lo he. On then schlinige ya nanesh ejet khaba. My deskijni e bashchin. Trohet lini da shnale ado trodichini e da shche. Okayate we have 38 graduates this morning receiving your certificates. And we have quite a few in different programs. I think the most we have are probably in welding technology. So that is really good. We have our faculty member here this morning. And as well as other fields of study that you've chosen to pursue. And these areas that you've selected and that you've studied are very important and a tremendous need on Navajo. So I just want to thank you for selecting NTU as a place where you want to do your studies. And because of the pandemic, we've limited the number of graduates we can celebrate their achievements. So we divided into 3 sections. So this morning we're doing the certificates, and you're allowed 1 guest. The other family members are probably watching virtually. It's been televised. So the people that you've invited will witness your graduation this morning. And then following the certificates, we'll do the associate's degree. And that's about 11:30 or so. And then we've combined the baccalaureate and master's degree this afternoon at 2 p.m. One of the reasons why we started to do winter commencements is that we have a lot of graduates that we usually get if we only have a commencement in spring or in May. We don't have a facility large enough to accommodate all of our graduates. So then we started to do winter commencements. And even today, because of the large size, we have to break into 3 sections today. So I just wanted to thank all of you for staying with us, even though we have to deal with this pandemic that has come upon us. It's really changed the way we educate our students. At times we have to go online At times we have to do hybrid learning, where it's a combination of being in person and a day or so for online education, mainly to make sure we don't we stop the spread, for one thing, of the virus, and then for everyone's safety. So I just want to thank the students for your cooperation when we've asked you to get tested, when we've asked you to get your vaccines. And I'm really happy to state that 99% of our staff and our faculty are fully vaccinated. So I also like to thank our staff, our faculty, for getting their vaccines, and mainly it's for everyone's safety, and they were able to work with us in doing so. And I'd like to also thank our faculty for the hard work that they've done. They've were willing to teach, even though we have this pandemic that's upon us. And we've done whatever we can to make our campus safe. We have security that would check temperatures and make sure we all are wearing masks, sanitizers, different locations, washing hands, social distance. We've limited some of our classrooms to where we only have so many students in that class. We've limited our residential. They're only, they have 50% of people that are living in the dorms are at 50% capacity. So we have to do these measures, and it's working. It didn't really spread here. Someone got tested positive. We isolated really quickly. And we have a team, a pandemic task force team. We meet every week. We get an update. We have a trainer that's been training us on how to protect ourselves. So far, we've been working well together, and it's really nice that we've come to this point where you've all are graduating this morning. Some of you will probably continue, and we encourage you, if you are, to come back to NTU and continue your studies. We have very good faculty members, and many of them are here. We have our provost, our graduate dean, undergraduate dean, also this morning with us. Before that, I want to just introduce to you our board of regents that's here on the platform with us this morning. We have our vice chair, Dr. Dolores Gray Eyes, if she could stand or wave. She represents Western Navajo and lives in Cayenta, Arizona. She works at the public safety program with the criminal justice, I believe. And then we have next to her, Rosalind John. She represents Eastern Navajo and got her education in bilingual education. And she used to be a council delegate before she decided to join us as a full-time board member. And then we also have Miss Gloria Grant. Gloria is also an educator, was superintendent with Chile Schools, and done a lot of work in K-12 educational system. And she's a close friend to our First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden. She's the only one that got invited from here, when Dr. Biden was visiting Navajo. So I want to thank her for being a member. And we also have a student a representative, Miss Chief, Jessica Chief. And she'll be graduating today. And Ms. Chief will be our commencement speaker this morning. And she's done some really good work here at NTU. She's a biology major, and she's doing some very outstanding research. And I looked at her work, and it's just amazing to see our faculty engaging students into research activities, because that's, the higher you go in the educational levels, research is part of that process, all the way up to your doctoral degree, and you got to learn about research, and I'm glad many of you are participating in research activities, and I'd just like to thank the faculty for providing that opportunity for our students. I don't know if we have other guests. We didn't really invite VIPs this morning. And I don't know if Rose Graham has arrived. Is Rose Graham here? Rose Graham is the director of Navajo Nation Scholarship Office, Navajo Nation Scholarship and Financial Assistance Office. So I'd like to thank Rose and her staff for helping many of our students. And many, I'm sure, receive a scholarship from the Navajo Nation or Pell or American Indian College Fund. But Rose is the director, and we've known Rose for some time. And she's a very dedicated individual that supports higher education from the Navajo Nation Department of the Education. And she's one of the high-level officials there that's always advocating for higher education. So she supports not only NTU, but the Neck College and other higher education institutions. So Rose, thank you for taking time and joining us this morning. The other two board members that are not here with us this morning is Tom Platero. Tom Platero is our board chair, and he is meeting with Nabikia Committee today. And you've probably heard about ARPA money, a relief fund. President Nez asked him to administer a couple $1 billion or so that the Navajo Nation will be working with. So he's trying to figure out how to spend that money on Navajo, I suppose. And the other board member is Dr. Carolyn Morris. And we had a board meeting yesterday. She told us she has other commitments today. So those are our board of regent members, and they're outstanding. And we recently did a groundbreaking for our new academic building here. And President Nez joined us, as well as the Health Education Human Services Committee. Daniel So is the chair. Paul Begay and Edison Wanika joined us. And at that time, President Nez informed us that our board of regent members, they will all be reappointed. So I'm sure the legislation is being drafted, and he saw the need for a continuity of leadership. So we will have our board members for another 4 years. That's the term that they have. So good morning. Congratulations, winter 2021 graduates. Have a happy holidays. Be careful, when you leave here, when you have your gathering for Christmas. And I was listening to KTNN the other night, and they're limiting to 15 people to celebrate their Keshmish. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, my brother left me a phone up here. Is this your phone? Okay. I was going to text and call. And I'd just like to say thank you to all of you watching on live stream right now across the nation and around the world. So we are actually broadcasting live on YouTube, so worldwide coverage today. Also, those of you that are listening on KCZY 107.3 radio, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to us. To ada tayo sa nasagil chilne bigita to internet bigita hotan hinnatligi is ata huis ate ko ihe ko kajin tayo si yokizo ko hilkono to ko hinata da ilneta ko nakaalchinen da iltragi judi pa heni tsinigi biniyehot a ya nakika ije tolle ako ihe. All right. We're coming to a point where we bring in an individual to give us some encouraging words. Kwe hashin sogo esad a honninige kwe. Chinli de hawan da ashtlish a de hot ait so the zini a hawan ha yilyi binige asasitli ad. We're having a building dedication in Chinli, and one of the things that still resonates with me up to date is the term that the medicine men had used. And I think that's one of the main things that really still sticks with me and kind of moves the whole university in general and everything. So right now, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker, Ms. Jocelyn Chief, Student Senate President, who really defines that from my perspective, looking at this young lady as she has assumed leadership responsibilities and becoming your Student Senate President. So kodoshin eya this such a kid lani koin hit hat zitole.
Thank you. Good morning, Navajo Technical University. Thank you for inviting me to speak today to celebrate our NTU graduates. My name is Jocelyn Chief, and I am your Student Senate President for the year of 2021. My clans are Kia Ani and Shlon Tobaha Bashishchin, Kia Ani and Shlon Tobaha Bashishchin, Chinchakine Dashishche Tachitni Dashanella. I am a biology major graduating this semester at NTU, and I am happy to say that I am the third cohort of students graduating from this program. As a student with NTU, I had the opportunity to conduct research with supportive faculty, Dr. Irene and Dr. Natango from the biology department, where I was able to extract Native American plants that are known for healing. Extraction is where I took components from the plants into liquid form. Then I used my plant extract to test its antimicrobial activity against bacteria that is known to cause illnesses within the body, like E. coli. I also traveled to Harvard University for the summer training and to gain research experience in microfluidics, creating microdroplets. It is a cost-saving research that can be applied to kinetics, physics, engineering, and lots of fun stuff. My mentor from Harvard was Dr. Yun, who was doing research in making gel-based particles to encapsulate enzymes to reduce fat uptake. With her experiment, I was able to use a similar gel base called baked pectin that comes from a fruit to encapsulate my Native American plant extract to deliver it as nutraceuticals and therapeutics for oral delivery. This is all done at a microscopic level where the droplets of my Native American plants were 45 micrometers in size. That is a size similar to one dust particle. For clear understanding, think about it as at a microscopic level. We can use a water balloon for an example. The outer layer of the water balloon is a gel base protecting the extraction from the acidity of the stomach. And then the water inside the balloon is my Native American plant extract. At certain pH levels, the outer shell of the droplet can be hardened or it can dissolve, releasing the extractants into the intestine. I also did research on soil samples around Crownpoint to test the uranium levels to analyze the type of bacteria found in these soils that had uranium. This would allow NTU to do further research to see if there is such bacteria that may have protein that can possibly absorb or break down the uranium, like bacteria. My experience with NTU during research is what I will miss. The small class ratio where I was able to ask questions, having a one-on-one communication with instructors, and getting to know who you are. NTU is also an affordable four-year tribal college close to home that drew me into the biology program. But let's not talk too much about myself. This is my first commencement speech, and please forgive me for any errors. Preparing for this speech, the word comes into mind, life, as I sit down and think about what I should say. Life is short, time is fast, there is no relay, no rewind, so make every minute count. Write a good story of yourself that you can proudly tell others of your accomplishments. You are the only person who can live and write the story you were meant to tell. Like today, it is one of your accomplishments in another chapter in your life. This moment also reflects the life stages of how and where you are today. The stages of life starts as a newborn infant, where we are reliant on our parents for mere survival and with thousands of diaper changes. We grow into a toddlerhood stage where we are curious, getting into things, exploring, using our minds to figure out how to stack blocks or shape sorting toys into slots. Our minds are like sponges soaking up the knowledge. This is the first stage we use, nitsahakes, our thinking, reasoning, and thought. Then we enter the childhood stage where we learn to become self-reliant, learning how to strategize from elementary onto middle school. Education during these years prepares us to carry out skills into adulthood, like carrying out the fundamental academic skills and basic knowledge. We socialize during this stage and we learn how to develop our emotional skills. Nahata is the meaning of preparation, motivation, strategizing, and self-reliance. We move on to our teenage years, the adolescent stage, where you transition from childhood to adulthood. You're still in the preparation stage, the nahata. You then reach high school, earning your high school diploma at your high school graduation. You reflect the childhood years and grade school accomplishments. Sihasin and ina, the reflection accomplishments in childhood life. You went off to college, leaving your home, and began the next stages of life. You go back to applying the NTU philosophy to further your education. Nitsahakes, Nahata, Sihasin, and Ina throughout your semesters. You become prepared and plan for the next chapter of your life. Now we are here at your graduation day where you have worked hard to get to this point. You did it. You made it. I share your pride at the accomplishments you have made today. But no one makes it to graduation alone. We all have some sort of support throughout our life up to this day. Our audience, we have family, friends, instructors, advisors, mentors who have helped you in some way and guided you to this point. Thank you all for the support you have contributed. This includes the faculty who are not here. Thank you for teaching the knowledge you have and served as our mentors. And to the staff who make this university run in an orderly manner by committing to our NTU mission and to make this graduation special for you all today. Every person watching is proud of you and your accomplishments. You have implied the NTU philosophy throughout your life. And from here, you will open up another new chapter. And some of you will continue your education, become sheep herders. I'm joking. But most importantly, to pursue your dreams in whatever career you may choose. The next phase of your life journey begins as you walk out this door. You have been learning and preparing throughout your life, and now you are ready to make your next step. My advice as you leave NTU, think about your goals and your future. Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years from now? And also learn from every mistake. Your experience and encounterments are there to teach you and straighten you to become who you are: intellectual, philosopher, scholar, and achiever. Make the next right move. If you can't do little things right, you will never do big things right. And do things ambitiously. Congratulations, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you for the wonderful words, the encouraging words. To all of you and each and every one of us for giving us that commencement address. Pretty much for NTU, I'd just like to say thank you to all of the deans that are here with us today for your guidance and leadership, and also all the faculty that are here with us and that are watching live from wherever you are at. The universities actually have grown within the past 5, 6, 7 years that I've been with the university. It has grown. We have now included Zuni into our world of NTU. We have branched off all over the place now. We have students online that are pretty much anywhere in the country and around the world that are now taking classes with us. Even in my own early childhood department, I have students all over the place, all different tribes coming in now, and it's just phenomenal to see how far this university has grown. So I just want to say thank you to the faculty, the adjuncts that are out there helping us teach, prepare our students. So at this time, the main thing that we've come here for is the presentation of the certificates. So at this time, so now we have reached that point to give the certificates to the students. So at this time, my little brother over here, Kyler Frank, will be assisting us in calling out the names of the students, their clans, and the degree areas that they're going to be studying. And panel up here, please rise and accept our students as they come across the stage. Our registrar, Mr. Kelly, will be doing the honors of distributing the certificates to you. So at this time, ushers, please get into your positions. And at this time, let me go through my papers here. We are going to be issuing out the certificates. All right. So with the candidates for certificates and vocational technological certificates and administrative office specialists, please come forward.
I'm gonna take my mask off. Crystal J. Damon, Administration Office Specialist, Coyote County, New Mexico. Tachi ni lo the battle jene yashin bit atni a double che maidesh gizni a double. Adriana Burbank, Office Administration Specialist, Pinion, Arizona. Maidesh gizni lo tachi ni a yashin do ashin he double che. Wanagani a double. Cassandra Curley, Administrative Office Assistant, Peru, New Mexico. Mescalero Apache, Ashlishin, Yashin, Aloe Twet Lini, A. Dabache, Nakadne, A. Dabanale. Jennifer Montoya, Bookkeeping, Tinian, New Mexico. Tower House people, Mashlishi, A. Yashin, Mescalero Apache, A. Che. Aratati Zani A Dabanala. Junaya Vicente, Certificate Administration Office Specialist, Alamo, New Mexico. Tachi in law, Tobajna Aja A Yashin, Kia Ani A Dabache, Ashin A Dabanala. Rashonda Shage, Administrative Office Specialist Certificate, Lower Mountain, Arizona. Ashihe A law of Tobaha A Yashin, Kia Ani A Dabache, Tachini A Dabanala.
Could the candidates for automotive technology please come forward?
Automotive technology. Bookkeeping. Commercial driver's license. Counseling. Karen Woolley, Counseling, Pine Haven, New Mexico. Tina Jini A. Law, Ashi Yashin, to the Chini A. Dabache, Hashlishni A. Dabanala. Marcia Author, CDL Certificate, Rock Point, Arizona. Ashche A. Law, Betani Yashin. Kia Ani Edabache, Kindlechini Edabanala. Rolinda Smith, CDL Certificate, Cross Canyon, New Mexico. Toban Law, Kia Ani Yashin, Tadachini A. Dabache, Tinachini A. Dabanala.
Counseling? Candidates for electrical trades, please come forward.
Rydell Begay, Electrical Trades, Burnside, New Mexico. Arizona. Dashini A. Law. Anish Azatachini Yashin, Mai Dashkizni A. Dabache, Kia Ani A. Dabanala. Larison James, Electrical Trade, Salt Lake City, Utah. Tina Jini Law, Kodachini Eshin, Hanagani A. Dabache, Kintachini A. Dabanala.
Candidates for industrial maintenance operations, please come forward.
Elijah Sampson Lane Begay, Industrial Maintenance Operation, Flagstaff, Arizona. Look at the end law. Ashlishni Yashin, Topaha A. Dabache, Kia Ani Dabanala. Royan Ethan Begay, Industrial Maintenance Operations, Flagstaff, Arizona. Look at the end law. Ashlishni Yashin, Topaha A. Dabache, Kia Ani Dabanala.
Candidates for information technology assistants, please come forward.
Brent Yellow here, Certificate IT Assistant, Rock Point, Arizona. Tani Zanin Law, Ashe Yashin, Kintlachini A. Dabache, Kia Ani Dabanala.
Candidates for mathematics, please come forward. Candidates for nursing assistants, please come forward.
Wyatt Terry Charlie, pre-nursing through New Mexico. Tobajna Ajay Lon Kadizan Yashin. Betani A Dabache, Ashin A Dabanale. Jeremy Begay, certificate nursing assistant, Smith Lake, New Mexico. Tobahan Lon. Hashkan Hadzo A Yashin, Maidashkizni A Dabache. Princelita Tierra Tinagini, certificate nursing assistants, Rough Rock, Arizona. Wanagani in law, Todachini Yashin, Betani, A Dabache, Tohet Lini A Dabanala. The instructor for nursing assistant is Rachel Pacheco.
Candidates for pre-nursing, please come forward.
Angel Antonio, pre-nursing, Raymond, New Mexico, Kian Ani, Law, Kodichini, Bashin, Sinjikine A Dabache. Robin Todachini, certificate for certified nursing assistant, Cottonwood, Arizona. Nanish Ejitachini, in Law, Sinajini, Ayashin, Kodikoje A Dabache, Honagani A Dabanala.
Candidates for welding technology, please come forward.
Yeah, I know Verna. Okay. Instructors for welding technology are Chris Storer and Verna Casimiro. Lance Thomas Benali, welding, Chinle, Arizona. Tohed Lini Law, Nanish Ejitachi, Yashin, Nakaidne Dabache, Honagani Dabanala. Chris Begay, Rough Rock, Arizona. Lashe in law, Betani, Yashin, Honagani Dabache, Tobaha Dabanala. Christian Russell Atakai, East Nasbus, Arizona. What Toahed Lini in law. Kintachini Yaschin Ezathana A Dabache. Topa A Dabanala. Araya Yazi, Chinle, Arizona. Todachini in law, Nanish Ejitachi, Ayashin, Ashin A Dabache, Sinjikine A Dabanala. Kelvin Capitan, Crownpoint, New Mexico. Nakaidan Lord Tinha Bitling Yashin. Nanisht Ejidina A double Che. Toa Hetlini A double Che. Danale. Wyatt Ramon, Crownpoint, New Mexico. Kia ani in law. Ashin Yashin. Vicky Joe Goldtooth, certified welder, Round Rock, Arizona. Tachi in law. That's cheating. Yashin. Tobahe Dabache. Nakaidna 8 Dabanale.
Congratulations. Good job. Awesome. Good to see all the certificates going out. Certificates are what we consider as a terminal degree, which means you graduate, you go to work with it, or you continue your education, which is a major milestone for all of you. So at this point, like any learning that we do in the Navajo traditional process, if a ceremony is learned, if a ceremony has been taught, which is what you've all gone through now. You've gone through your teaching. You've gone through your learning. Your mentors have taught you the ins and outs of your degree areas. And in a Navajo traditional ceremonial practice, we call what's called be'elzi, where it is conferred on you. And it is given to you, that you now own it. It is now yours. Part of your life to continue your journey with it. So that's where we're at right now. The conferring of degree, which is where we're going to be at right now. And it's with great privilege to honor the individual that's going to be doing the conferring of the certificates. Not only has she been a family friend to mine and also my own personal mentor who has taught me educational leadership, how to be an effective teacher, and how to be an effective school principal. It is with great honor to introduce to you one of our Board of Regents member, Miss Gloria Grant.
Thank you, Mr. Elliott. I'm going to take this off for just a few minutes, if you don't mind. My name is Gloria Grant. I represent the central agency located in Chinle, Arizona, where I am originally from. I am honored to be here today and to tell you that we are all related. Tgurich in nishle, beat the nehen link bashachin, kia ani edashache, nilch edashanella, chinli dant nasha. I'm a product of Chinle Unified School District. I worked there. I graduated from high school there. I went back and I taught many schools and principaled many schools and was an associate superintendent of the schools. It is my honor to be here in front of you and to tell you what a wonderful job you have done. It is not easy to get to where you are. I have two sons that have yet to get their degrees. Tatanka means and Natani means. And don't let it fool you that I don't talk to them about they need to finish their education, finish what you've started. And you accomplished that. You have done something that many people can't do. To get here today, look at you, wonderful. You're outfitted to the nines, got the best shoes on, best jewelry. Your parents put support behind you, and that's why you're here. And it gives me a great honor on behalf of Navajo Technical University to say what I'm going to say, which is very formal, because it has to do with the feather in your cap. So I'm going to put my glasses on. President Dr. Elmer Guy and members of the Board of Regents of Navajo Technical University and I have the honor to present the candidates for the technical and vocational certificates. Having met the requirements for the certificates as required, Navajo Technical University considers these individuals for their certificates as presented by virtue of the authority granted by the Navajo Nation, vested in the Board of Regents of Navajo Technical University. I hereby confer your certificates and declare you fully entitled to all their rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Woohoo! Congratulations.
Congratulations! Woo! Major milestone. Thank you. Congratulations, congratulations. Very, very interesting piece. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Guy to come back up here and to give the congratulatory remarks for our recipients of our certificate degree programs.
Congratulations, graduates. Baalkehil, kuje hioltra da sagi, ado kwe nhahas kagi sto nhikei hidden. Also like, what you all sing here, all the graduates stand, turn around and thank the people that you've invited. Thank them for the support that they've given you. You know, yeah, for supporting our graduates. I know you will be very successful if you decide to go into the workforce. Wish you well. And pass the good word about NTU. Bring more students our way. We will welcome them and we will educate them. So yeah, thank you very much. Congratulations. Yeah.
And thank you. I've always been told in my own education, development, and everything, professional development, one thing my grandfather always told me, when you teach somebody, at the end, you say, Ahehe. Thank you, graduates. Thank you. Nsago, Ahehe. Amada oje no senigi ade nikai so kage. So the asai no zenego ni hito Ahehe. Kon hashin tsago eya naka ahon neton here you otne. Kon bik el kon eya so the zendi hashin tsago ebet bajo ba ino sene kon habik eholia. Kon halchin ha ewe kon ik eho illa. Kodoshe nasa hot ai be benanish delt etole. Kodo ye hot zelle be in nazlad or lege jode yisi bin ye hot ai banekre. So first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to each and every one of you graduates for being here. Thank you. That's It means a lot to each and every one of us up here. And to the parents and guests and visitors in the back, thank you. This is an answered prayer for each and every one of us. The hardship, the financial piece, the headaches, the strains and everything, the stress that we've been going through, prayers have been answered. Faculty, each and every one of you, thank you for all your knowledge and wisdom. Associate deans, the deans, graduate dean, undergraduate dean, thank you for your leadership. This is our product. So yeah, 107.3 radio station KTNN. And those of you that are watching live stream, thank you for tuning in. It's been an honor to provide you our graduates so that you can see who our graduates are and what Navajo Technical University is really about. Thank you. So at this time, we're going to be moving into our benediction. I would like to ask Deanne James to come up and render our benediction for us. Please stand.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Deanna James. I'm the NSSC coordinator. I would just like to say congratulations to all the graduates. I just wish you well on your educational journey and also as well as your work journey. Everybody, please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the many blessings that you've bestowed upon each and every one of us, and especially the graduates. May you continue to guide them, lead them, give them strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as they continue, whether they go to work or whether they continue their educational journey. We just ask that you be with each and every one of us, and we thank you for keeping us safe during this pandemic. We thank you for the moms and the dads and the grandmas and the grandpas and the family members that stood behind each and every graduate. And we thank you for the faculty, the staff, and the deans as well. And we thank you for our Board of Regents that have stood behind us, each and every one of us, especially the graduates. We thank you, and we give you praise and honor and glory. Amen.
All right. This brings our little ceremony here to an ending now, so we're going to be moving into our recessional. So ushers, please take your place. And Dr. Guy. Visitors and guests, please remain standing and stay where you are as we take our ceremonial items, our traditional staff, and also our ceremonial items being taken out by our administration and our Board of Regents, and then following by our graduates and faculty.